Ahoy, my friends, Ryder here. All right, so today I will be bringing out a new team. This is actually a win team. I haven't done one of these in a while. And to top it off, I will actually be doing two different showcases at once. So today I'll be doing a showcase on 140 Jeume and a showcase on 140 Edward Elric. And this is a pretty fun team, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna go into the build right here and then we're gonna get into some battles today. So as you guys can see here, I have Jeume at 140, Ed at 140, and Wind Glaciella here in the backup. So just going to go into Jeume first. As you guys can see, she's sitting at level 140. She's been reincarnated 0 times. She has 13 HP, 107 agility, 420 dexterity, 360 luck. She's got around 1250 attack without a weapon, which is pretty damn good. She's got 65 defense, 21 spirit. Her back-end resistances also looking quite good, 57 slash, 37 pierce, neutral to strike, 27% to missile resist, and 25% to magic. Her elemental resists are decent, pretty good, really good to earth, negative 10% to ice, and then 5% to everything else. So she is looking all in all pretty dang good. I do believe her 140 gives her plus 40% slash attack resist penetration on her Stormwind Rend, or something like that. But I'm always a bit hesitant to run a tank with a weapon, so I think I'm just going to run her with the Titus's necklace here at +6, and then the Brigandine at +6, and then I am running her the Swiftwind Mantle. The ability is off. Actually, I think the ability is on. It's going to be HP and agility stones on the set, along with 12 fully maxed abilities there. And so she's going to be very, very tanky and honestly very good right now with how prominent the Earth meta is. Okay, so looking into Edward Elric here, he is also level 140. He's been reincarnated 0 times. He's got around 9.2 HP, a whopping 124 agility. He's got 450 dexterity, 370 luck, 1500 attack, 22 defense, 24 spirit. Back-end resistances also looking quite good, 32 slash, 32 pierce, neutral to strike, 22 to missile, and 15% to magic, along with fairly similar elemental resistances to Jeume down there below. I am running him on Strider. I do not have his buff on Strider on, which would be Spirit Ward, and I am liking this sub-job so far for him. It is pretty good, and honestly, I think that Edward, since everybody got him, is worth the build. I think that he is a very, very, very good character. Most of the 90 cost free characters that come with the collaborations are honestly pretty good, and so I'm pretty happy that I've built him so far. I am running him with bells. The ability is off on this one because he does have his own AP regen with a protect remove, with HP and agility stones along with 12 passives as well, fully maxed. Last but not least, here we have Wind Glaciella. She's sitting at 9k HP, 111 agility, 500 dexterity, 380 luck. She's got around 1530 attack, 12 defense, 4 spirit. Back-end resistances are 15 slash, neutral to pierce, -5 to strike, 35 to missile, and 35 to magic. And then her elemental resistances are actually the best of the 3, with only a -10 to ice, and then all 10s across the board except for a 40 in earth and a 17 in light, which is pretty dang good. I am running her the Alexandrite ring +6 and the King Bradley's TMR here with, I believe, HP and accuracy stones, because I know that there are definitely some evasion teams running around in Arena right now. So as you guys can see, if I go to remove this, you can see she has 130 accuracy, which is really good. So paired with her accuracy buff / barrier that she's going to use at the beginning of every single battle, she's going to be very, very, very handy for fighting evasion teams. Alright, so that is the build for the day. I'm going to get into some battles here, and hopefully we'll have some fun. Alright, so it looks like right off the bat, we have another wind team. I might fight a wind team, we'll see. Here is a Jaden Warrior of Light Winged Stern team. Here we have MSMN, Lysaria. This is okay, so this is an Elena Warrior of Light Winged Stern team. Looks like there's a lot of good teams right here in Arena. Ooh, and a Dark Fina 140. Just so you guys know, I will be doing a Dark Fina 140 showcase, although it's unfortunate she did not get her Master Ability 2, which is going to give her re-raise a CT up small upon use, which I think is very, very, very necessary for her, to be honest. Alright, so in honor of the coming Dark Fina video, I think I'm actually just going to go ahead and try this one right off the bat. So it's going to be Sephiroth, Whisper, and Dark Fina. We are going to definitely fight an Earth team, maybe two, probably just one, depending on which good teams we find. But I am up here pretty high in arena, and I know there's going to be a lot of strong teams running about, so we'll just see how it goes. Maybe we'll try and do 5 different elements today. Okay, so there's Jeume sitting at almost 14k HP, so not bad at all. Sephiroth is going to use Masmune and waiting. Here comes Dark Fina going for the sweet support agility buff. And there's Whisper using Rob Horn's TMR for the CT up. That's always a good start. And Sephiroth's going to get off Veil of Woe. So a very, very good start on this team, even though Whisper, I think, is not quite as good as we all want her to be. Okay, so here comes Ed with his Limit Break, going for the first hit on Whisper right there. And Glaciella is going to get off the haste, which is pretty crucial. She can get by without it, and sometimes it won't go off, but it's always fun to have her hasted, honestly. She's such a beast. Okay, so here comes Sephiroth. We are going to get the lucky reflex on Glaciella. Jeume is going to be tanking it like a pro there. Here comes Ed going for another hit on Whisper. Glaciella going for the triple cross. It's going to knock off Sephiroth's barrier. Alright, Sephiroth is going to do the preemptive counter with Scintilla. Here comes Dark Fina. Now we're going to be grateful that we did put that Titus's necklace on Jeume right there, and Glaciella is just going to completely take them both out right there. So it looks like Fina did not even get off the re-raise, so is what it is, but we are going to take down Dark right off the bat, and as you guys can see, we were looking pretty good. Ed was still full health there. Alright, so we're going to be going into our second battle of the day here. Let's see, we're definitely going to fight. Okay, so this is actually a pretty strong team. Here we have Winged Stern, Warrior of Light, and Sylvie. I might opt for a Elena team. Definitely not going to fight Ice. But let's see what else we can find. Okay, there's another team. I already did a showcase on this team. It is very strong. Alright, here we have a water team. No bueno. And it looks like there's a Celis almost at 140. Oh! Here he is, Auronnj himself. I haven't actually found him in arena. We know that he's going to have a freaking strong team, so let's just go for it. Hopefully we can take him down. He's definitely a strong opponent. We all know that. It's like the most prominent YouTuber in the game. I think he probably has close to everything that you can possibly want in this game as well. So we're just going to do our best and see if we can take him down here. Okay, so Ed's going to run over. He's going to use Blessing of Truth. He's going to get that slash attack resist up. There's Glaciella. So we do have the bump on them in speed. Okay, it looks like Sylvie's going to use re-raise over there. Without Sylvie getting off that defense spirit buff, I think I would have opted for that on Winged Stern. Ooh, it looks like Warrior of Light going for the CT up right there. Stern is going to get off the Reawakening. He's going to run forward. It looks like actually Sylvie is going to get off her defense spirit buff here. Oh, she's not. Okay, so she's going haste and hate down. Here comes Warrior of Light running forward. Glaciella is going to get off the haste and the reaction block rate. And the battle is underway. All right, here we go. There's Winged Stern. Jeume tanking it real good. All right, looking pretty dang good from Ed right there. Warrior of Light is already proccing his heal. Glaciella with the Pierce Strength on Warrior of Light there. We've already procced his 50% heal, and we've already procced Sylvie's Limit Break. All right, so now we just need to sustain a little bit, break through their barriers. We are getting a humongous chain off on Warrior of Light right there, up to a 9 chain. All right, so here comes Glaciella going for the barrier break lance. She is going to take down Stern. He will get the re-raise right here, so he is going to get off one strong attack. Okay, so he does go single for Jeume. Ed's going to take out Stern right there. He is down for the count. We'll see what sub-job Sylvie is on. It looks like she's on White Mage. I don't think that White Mage is predominantly her best sub-job, to be honest. I think that she's far better when you basically use her as a pseudo DPS slash healer. And I think that that's kind of showing right here. All right, so there's Warrior of Light. Everything's looking pretty good. Still trying to take down Jeume. He does proc a poison on her, surprisingly. But Winged Glaciella is going to come from the back, and we are going to take down Auronnj just like that. So as you guys can see, this is a very, very strong win setup right here. I'm really, really liking it. I like the Genji glove on Edward, even though there's a lot of really good options for Ed in terms of like equipments. We have the Panda, and then we have his pocket watch, which are also, both of them are really, really good. But I do love the Genji glove. It does give him a bit more damage, and it's just an overall solid piece of gear. All right, so here we have Vitor. Okay, so this is going to be King Bradley, MONASTERY, and 140 Zazan. So we're just going to go for this. This is going to be our Earth team. So we've taken down Dark, we've taken down Light, and on top of that, I've been trying to fight Auronnj in Arena for a really long time, and to finally find him here and to beat him was pretty fun, not going to lie. It was a good team, but I think that it would have done a lot better with Sylvie on Blade Soul. Okay, so going into the third fight here, this is our fight against our weaker element, so hopefully we should have a good time with it. But to be honest, I have fought some Earth teams that were still tough. Like, they are very, very, very strong. When I was doing all the showcase videos for Winged Stern, it was pretty dang hard. There were some days where I spent like 2 to 3 hours making comps that could take these teams down because they are just so good. Okay, so there's Bradley looking very tanky. He's going to hit Winged Glaciella, but his courage is removed here. Okay, there goes MONASTERY with her Queen's Gambit Limit Break. It's going to hit Jeume right here. It's going to barely do any damage, but it is going to Earth Imperil her. There goes Jeume with her guaranteed hit, Stormwind Rend. King Bradley is going to go down. Here comes Edward. He's going to take down MONASTERY. She's going to get the re-raise. He's going to take down Zazan. He's probably going to get the re-raise. Oh, actually, he didn't get the re-raise off the beginning. But this team is looking fantastic, as you guys can see. It's nice to be able to bring back Wind after so long. And, like, I've been really excited to 140 Jeume. And I've been, like, slowly working on Ed. Ever since he was released, I was basically like chain farming the Choco Expedition to try and get enough shards for him. So I think that this is a perfect time to be showcasing them right when Jeume gets her 140. Okay, so we've done Earth, we've done Dark, we've done Light. Let's see what else we can find. Okay, so here is it's not quite a strike team. Let's see if we can find a strike team. Here's a fire team. This could be interesting, although this could be very tricky as well. You know what? Let's go for fire. Let's see how a wind team... We are spec'd for accuracy on Glaciella, so we should be able to hold up, but, you know, fire evasion can be very, very tricky to fight depending on how it's built. If it's a true evasion team, it can be definitely pretty hard. But if we can go 5-0 on 5 different elements right now with this win team, I'll be super excited. Okay, so there's Edward getting that area attack resistance up and his own resistances up. There's Glaciella, and as you can see, this team is very fast. Like, basically no one is beating Ed off the bat. I mean, his 124 agility is pretty damn good. Alright, so there's Glaciella, the Protect in the Shell. And she is going to have a guaranteed hit. Ed has a guaranteed hit. And Glaciella has super high accuracy, so I think we're looking pretty good here. Okay, there's Yuffie. She's going to get off Brumal Form. There comes Mont, so we're not going to get off the haste buff here. Okay, we're going to do the first hit on Mont right there. Jeume is going to go for Stormwind Rend. Mont is going to proc his heal. Ooh, and a huge hit from Edward right there. That was fantastic. Jeume looking very tanky against Pissarro and against Yuffie right there. Here comes Winged Glaciella. She is going to remove Pissarro's courage. Jeume is going to up her vacuum veil. Oh, but we get the blind. Okay, we might be needing to... oh, this is looking tricky right here. That blind just came out of nowhere. Okay, well, we're going to have to pull this off somehow. It's looking a little bit tough. We are going to get the Stormwind Rend. That is going to hit Yuffie's Brumal form. Glaciella is going to use her momentum buff. Pissarro is going to go down. It's just Yuffie here. Oh my gosh, she's going to proc the blind again. Oh man, this is looking real tricky. Okay, so that's 2 moves of the blind down. Yuffie is almost out of AP. Hopefully we can take her down. I don't know if this is a guaranteed hit on his limit break. I really hope it is. Oh, and it is! Ed for the freaking save right there. He was the true MVP of that fight. Like, you guys saw it. He hit Mont for almost 12k. He one-shot Yuffie, and I think he killed Pissarro. So, like, honestly, Edward, as a free character, is looking absolutely fantastic. I love it. Like, my main elements are light and dark, but I also sub in fire, wind, and lightning, with like fire being the primary and then wind being the sub primary, and then lightning getting kind of like if I have time or the extra resources to build something. All right, so that is 4 elements down. So let's see what else we can get here. Okay, so here is an interesting team. This is Alphonse, Perrin, and King Bradley. I think I might come back to that. Let's just see what else is here for our last go. Okay, so here's Perrin at 140, Amnelis at 140, but not Astrius at 140. This would be great if this was Celes, but you know, I do want to go for the 5 different elemental teams, so I am going to go for this on the last one, and hopefully we can take this down and go 5-0 for 5 different elements. That would be freaking awesome. Honestly, this team is really fun. Like I was saying earlier, if you guys have been sleeping on Ed, he's really quite good, as you guys are seeing right now. He pairs really well with Jeume. He pairs really well with Wind Glaciella. I can't even imagine how strong Wind is going to be once Sidali and Glacie get their 140s, which just recently dropped in JP. So it's going to be pretty dang good, I reckon. Okay, so the team is looking good right off the bat. Here we have Amnelis at 9.2k. That's pretty high for her, honestly. Okay, we have Perrin at just under 10k, which is honestly a tad low for what I normally see. There's Astrius getting off his courage. Glaciella is going to run in. She's going to get the triple cross and the courage removed. He's going to proc a heal right there that was given to him by Amnelis. Okay, she's going to give him that same buff again. Here comes Perrin. We are weak to strike. That is our lowest weapon attack resistance. So we'll just have to see how this goes. Here comes Edward with the frickin' limit break. Let's go. Absolutely destroying. Here comes Astrius. But our slash attack resistance is pretty damn good, let's be real. So looking pretty good. He is going to heal again under the 50% mark. Jeume is going to take him down. Keep in mind here, she does not even have a weapon equipped. So you could run Jeume with a weapon. And honestly, I think that it could work. It could really add to her damage, which could be really interesting. But there you guys have it. This team, Wind, just going 5-0 almost flawlessly. I don't even think, I mean, I think we only lost Jeume in these fights, which is pretty fantastic, you know? So none of the fights were even really super close, but overall, a really fun showcase. Awesome to get to fight Auronnj. Good game, man. That was pretty fun. But yeah, guys, I really recommend Jeume for 140. I think she was already really good. She feels better, but maybe only just a little bit better. I think that maybe if you equip a weapon on her and get to pull out some of that slash attack resist piercing, it could work. But the thing is that she's going to kind of have AP problems no matter what. So, I mean, I would have had to drop Titus's necklace, which means we would have taken more damage from Macherie, we would have taken more damage from Amnelis, we would have taken more damage from, who was it? Dark Fina as well. So I really do like kind of splitting a magic slash physical defensive equipment on tanks and then just giving them a TMR with either like HP and agility or whatever their lower of the two is. So like Mont, I typically go spirit and agility, but all in all, this team is absolutely fantastic. I really like it. I wish that I could fight higher up in arena, but I just don't want to use the Visior. I was like just cranking out Visior on the last week for winged stern showcases since I did so many of them. So I'm just going to stay here, but we are around the top 300, which is pretty dang good. So yeah, I'm curious, what do you guys think? Did you guys build Edward? Do you guys like him so far? Are you guys planning on reincarnating Jeume? I think for all you wind mains out there, it's definitely the way to go. Tanks are really, really, really strong. I am curious to see how the new Ice Jaden is going to fare, especially since he can remove hate, which is interesting. He is ice, which is definitely going to be tough for wind, of course, but there's always going to be a balance in the game. And honestly, I think the game is like probably the best balanced I've seen it so far as of late. So yeah, I am pretty excited about that. So yeah, please let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Also, I really want to thank you guys for liking these videos, for leaving comments on these videos, and especially to everyone who has subscribed to the channel. I really appreciate it. For all of you guys, honestly, I just want to thank you guys. And to everyone who made notes about my intro and exit videos with the volume being a little bit too high, I did tweak those, so they should be better now. So please let me know if they are, and if they're not like overly blaring on the volume when they go out. All right, well, that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care and peace.